Well, thanks for hanging with me through this introduction to Drupal AI. I've got just a couple of thoughts as we close out the series. Number one, this was recorded in October, late October, early November 2025. If you're watching this a year later, yeah, it's going to be completely different. AI is changing so rapidly, you're just going to have to keep up. But this is still probably going to be a pretty good introduction, even maybe a year out. We'll just have to see. Here's what we've covered through the class. We installed all the modules, we got all of those set up for you, showed you how to do it. We added content creation and moderation through CK Editor and the sidebar in a node edit form. We did things like create content, modify the content for tone, for readability. We suggested titles, keywords, grade levels of reading. We even summarized PDFs and looked at how we could summarize the content. We added translations, looked how Drupal AI manages that, and then media management. We talked about whether it's worth yet creating media in Drupal. Probably not yet as of this recording. I'm personally using Nano Banana, Flux, ChatGPT for all of those things. But having the ability to automatically insert alt tags, so helpful. Then we really got into some fun stuff, automations. Now we did two really simple ones, but I'm going to show you what I've done on DrupalHelps.com in just a minute, and you have all the things you need to do that. Then we dove into site building tools, building taxonomies, building content types in a chatbot, and finally we did site search using, again, another chatbot integrated into a RAG system. Well, over at DrupalHelps.com, I've provided a ton of helpful information that you might want to get. I've included a PDF that gives you kind of the overview of this course, another PDF that Matthew Saunders and I presented at GovCon, basically kind of covering the same things. That was a full one-day thing. This is about a, hour and 45-minute class. And then I give you a ton of helpful links that you're going to want to look at. Well, let's just quickly take a peek at that. All right, so here in this article, I give you a quick overview of Drupal AI, why it matters, and things like that. I presented at GovCon with Matthew Saunders, as I mentioned. There's a link to that training. I also presented at Drupal Camp Chattanooga just a week ago, actually, and there's a link to that training. There we go. We have the playlist that you just finished watching, as well as the first video. I've included two PDFs. These are the PDFs that I distributed in Chattanooga and the PDF we distributed at GovCon. This has been open sourced, so I'm able to do that for you. Both of these, I think, will be pretty helpful to you. And then 12 helpful resources as well. Now, again, depending on when you're watching this class, some of these are going to be completely out of date, but I've given you the AI module at Drupal.org, Drupal Forge demo, Amazy demo. Oh my goodness, that's pretty amazing. No pun intended there. You ought to check that out. They do have a module that connects to their closed LLM system, so all of your queries don't get sent out to ChatGPT. That's $30 a month, and you can learn about it there. If you're serious about AI, that's actually something you probably want to look at. Amazy Labs AI test, you can spin one up for a few days. And then just a bunch of articles. Now, again, as time goes on, these articles are going to become less and less relevant, but right now, these are the best of the bunch. So one thing I did here, just to finish up, I've added a couple of AI-generated fields, one called keywords and one called article summary. You already know how to do that. I thought I would actually leave them on the page so people can get a flavor of the kinds of things we're doing. I've actually set that up site-wide on all of my tutorial pages. And we'll see how that works and if anybody wants to make a comment. Well, I can't say thank you enough for hanging with me throughout this entire class. This isn't sponsored. Nobody's paying me to do this. DrupalHelps.com is the site that I run, and I hope it's been helpful to you. I'd love you to subscribe to our newsletter. Love you to subscribe to the channel. Give it a like. Give all the videos a like and a thumbs up if you could, and we'd so appreciate it. All right, well, happy Drupaling, happy AI.